And good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I think this is the most interesting part and exciting. We will paint at the bottom because actually how you will mark this waterline, how you will masking it, and depends how straight your line will be. And actually this is maybe the most visible part on the model. So just if it is not even or not perfectly straight or paint leak somewhere, better to sand and paint one more time. Oh, let me check my camera because it just disconnected itself even without turning it on the model. So yes, my camera sometimes doing this trick and I don't know why. So let me show you a small screen or in the contrary, big screen and me on small screen. So what I'm showing you right now, I just checked how even my model sits on the stand, because this is important to mark perfectly horizontal waterline. So actually it is not glued on the stand yet, but I will do it after I paint the bottom. Then I will remove the stand, will also blacken these two rods, and will use shellac on the wooden part of the stand because I wanted to repeat yellowish color on the deck and just like to make similar color to the deck. And today we will use this tool. I have somewhere where I made it from scrap wood, but I also have this is a Matisse marking gauge, if it is proper term, and just it's pretty. So it is with all this metal brass rod, so it's just beautiful. So I will use this one to mark the waterline. And just after checking what is going on in the group on the Facebook and group build of this lobster smack, just want to talk a little more about how to use putty, especially Bondo. I have the jar right here, or it was here. Oh, where is it? Right, this one, all-purpose putty, and how to apply it so to make less troubles with sanding, applying again, sanding, and so on and so on. And also I want to show you how to make your blocks from the kit prettier, how to convert that square shape into a more elegant and ellipse-shaped blocks like original ones. Just if you don't want to spend additional money, so you just can make them more beautiful at home. And so maybe I should start with blocks, or should I paint bottom first, and while it is drying we can talk. So let's paint first and then we will talk. I think this will be better organized video. So let's start marking the waterline, and maybe I will show this on the this screen because I think it should be more visible if I will put it something like this. We'll remove this, and so yeah, I just want to show you this with a level, almost perfect, almost horizontal, good enough for this model. And first I need to mark the waterline. Which drawing I use for this? This one probably. Don't remember anything on this one. Oh, it is also with waterline. So what I actually will do, I will measure where it is convenient to measure. For example, on the transom, I need this length on the central part. It is also with rubber. Maybe it's just enough not to touch it. So, for example, pencil. I need this length and this is 38.5 millimeters. Then I will check somewhere where I can tighten it, like for example the cabin. So I would like to know from the maybe from the whale, so I can check this. Just control point. So this is whale, and I will measure from it, from the upper whale to the waterline, and this is 17.5 or 17, just exactly 17 millimeters. Not convenient to write from this position. And I will measure it also on the bow, and here it is probably more convenient where I can mark it. Also from the upper level of the deck, so I will measure it somewhere here. And this is together with whales. This is 31.5. And now I need to mark this on the model, these 3 small spots or dots, and then I need to check if they really are at one level. So let me change again this camera, or maybe I can mark first on the big screen like this. So what it was, 31.5 together with whales, 31.5. Just small tiny dot to know how it is visible. Just on the white paint, small dot of paint, so it's very visible. Then I marked it 17 millimeters from the whale, somewhere around this cabin. So from under the whale, it's right here. Oh, now this one is visible if I'm making shadow also above it, I believe. So you see this dot? Hope it's visible. And stern. And transom. On the transom I marked 38.5. This should be from the highest or the tallest spot. 38.5. Somewhere here. Just a dot. And I will mark also on the port side this 17 millimeters. In the cabin, 17. I'll just make this dirty. Yeah, in the moment I finish painting hole, I will cover it with varnish, because paint is very tricky. Just touch it with metal ruler and become dirty, so I just want to clean it. Especially when it is not glossy paint, just acrylic matte, they usually are very easy to damage, just to make dirty from touch of metal. And on the bowsprit 31.5 together with the whale. So I have 3 dots in the bow, somewhere in the middle, or mid frame actually, right here probably, and this dot on the stern. Now I want to position it in such a way that I can connect all these dots. Okay, need to remove this one, put it somewhere so it will not be in my way. And I want to show you exactly this model.
Okay, let's try from this point, and then I will check if they all of them on the same level. Ah. Lower.
So maybe I can tighten it more and then just
to do this. Okay, I touch this point, this. Oh, yes, even this one. Maybe just a little lower, because I will paint this line. And this one should be definitely lower. Yeah, all of them are showing me just slightly lower. So that one maybe was not properly marked. Let's lower it. And if you will make this mark a little lower, you will paint it, so you can apply your masking tape a little above it, so you don't have to clean that marking from the pencil after painting. Touch. 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 Touch.
but I will clean this one because this is the dot which is somehow in wrong place, actually just half a millimeter, but it is higher than it should be.
And touch on this side. Touch.
Oh, I think it's visible. Actually I can just make it full screen here.
So now I will draw the line. And I will not press it hard, just to make very thin one.
Because also when you are touching the model, it's moving, so just don't want to
make it wrong shape. So I'm just even not straight completely line, just dots.
Can't put laptop lower so you can see what is going on here.
And this is very tricky spot. Now here. Come on.
I think it's visible a little slightly on the screen. On the bow, and on the stern, and this side.
So just thin
line. Now let me put back it on the big camera. And we can continue working. Okay, so I will remove this stand while I still can see my microphone. Something like this, so it will not be in the way of the camera. So I will remove this stand, I will clean rods later. Oh, actually I can also finish it, varnish it, or actually I will use shellac for the wooden part. I like this stand from this kit more than from the Day Sailor. In Day Sailor it was very thin wire, so I even replaced the wire because it just was soft. It was very soft and very easy to bend wire. But in this one we put quite thick wire and more massive wood for the stand. I will clean it from the paint, of course, so I will put it aside somewhere. Maybe I will clean these drops. It was white paint leaked a little. Let me make focus of this camera in proper place. Like this. Maybe like this. So maybe I will remove or just slide sand in. Last chance to remove any drops of paint. Actually it's smooth. We painted it previously twice white color, so now it's perfect. And let me talk while I'm doing this. I will use Model Expo this whole copper red. Just will dilute it, thin it with an airbrush thinner. Hope it's enough. I found more, but it is probably somewhere on its way. They are delivering it on the dogs or on the dolphins. No, don't know, because it is more than a month's delivery. And I ordered it on Amazon. Actually can't say even about American manufacturer Brass Black. I also ordered it quite a long time ago. And it is more than 2 weeks already. 2 weeks? I'm waiting for it. It should arrive today, finally. So something is happening with delivery on Amazon. And I remembered that I have bought actually for a shellac when I was preparing shellac for airbrushing. I was using these filters. So I will use these filters for the paint. This is what for they were designed. So when I will use this crafter's paint or like this Model Expo diluted paint with paint thinner, it should clean it from that small, not even or not properly thinned paint. So it should save me from clogging airbrush. And I will use Tamiya masking tape. I have this white one for curves. It is literally elastic. You can stretch it on the such surface like hole. On the straight, like on the transom, I will use just yellow Tamiya masking tape. This is the best. It is like high price, but after using usual just masking tape for painting walls, which you can get in hardware store, and after using this one, it is huge difference. And just trust me, after repainting 3, 4, 5 times, like I did it with Pinky Schooner when I was painting it with canned paint, I realized that better to pay a little more and you will get a good result from first painting. So after that I'm using only masking tape, Tamiya masking tape. So let me turn it on my side because this is important to make it perfectly horizontal. I will show you what I have done in a moment. And now I will use this masking tape. Actually, I can also start with this bow because it is flat, and then I will go to carved parts. Again, I want to make it perfectly horizontal. Scissors. Where's my scissors? Oh, it's too short piece. Not good. Let me glue this one first. Okay. So now this one for the curves. And of course I not marked it properly here, it's not even. So let me improvise. just searching if I have missed any questions. If I missed any questions in the live chat, drop them in the comments under the video. I will answer them for sure, just because sometimes live chat is not available after I'm publishing video after streaming, and it can appear only in 2 days, so I just can miss it. So please, if I missed your question in the chat, drop it in the comments under the video. I will answer it. Oh, come on, glue to it. No, I just want to check it with my eye. I have some doubts about this spot. It is not really even. What I will do, I will unglue it. And glue one more time from here. Just exactly because of this stretchy effect of this masking tape, you can easily create wave which you don't want to have on your waterline. Better, much better. So actually just you should take it and check an eye how straight the line. So this one is good. Let's make it on another side. Let me check camera. Good. So you can see it clearly. Difficult to show you something white on white, maybe a little darker. Don't want to close it with my head. It's also inconvenient. I want to see what I'm doing. Especially in the stern and in the bow, the most tricky part. I haven't marked it properly on the starboard. So it is tricky. Probably I should start from the stern because now I created this waves, which I can't Or maybe can. Oh yes, I like this masking tape for sure. I just use my nail like iron for it. Maybe something is not right. It is the very end. More carved. Something is not right. This is center of transom. For sure this is not right. Just want to mark where I have, so this is center. $17 mm. So I should enter it somewhere here. Oh, sorry, here. To make it symmetrical. Maybe I should mark it, not be in such rush to glue it. Mark it properly before gluing it. Because now I don't like it at all. I want to remove this yellow masking tape and first play with this in white one, and then I will glue back this yellow. Okay, from this middle of the 15, 18. Visually they are horizontal, but something is not really right. What I haven't marked properly, this is this side, what is not really good. So I need to get from center 18 millimeters. 18 millimeters this direction. Just a dot. And now I need to create proper curve. Not really what I wanted to. something like this.
So this one is too long. I need to make it somewhere here. Curve, 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 more like this. Now I should get horizontal line from these two spots. Sort of horizontal.
Dirt again on the white paint. Okay, more or less it is symmetrical now. Now I need to put back horizontal piece of masking tape.
Come on.
And we'll clean all these marks which I added. So now I think I have a straight line. Let me check what is going on in the bow. Actually, this side is much better. Good. It was just a problem in the transom. But the long, if you spend more time, even good, be sure. Sometimes I'm just gluing and then I need to put model on the shelf, take a cup of tea or coffee, sit and drink and look at one side, look at another side. Oh, I need to fix something there. So better to do that. I named it, if I translate it literally, just watching time. You just have to sit and watch it. So just because it is a live stream, we don't have this time. So I will continue masking it and paint it. And I will use my favorite plastic wrap, because I can save a lot of masking tape this way. Let me put it this way. Big piece. glue it perfectly.
Still completely entire surface. Ow, ow.
Or maybe I will do it with piece by piece. Lots of prep work. 1 hour prep work, 2 minutes of painting. This is the reality of building models or ship modeling and in general modeling. You are doing a lot of preparatory work to make something like one thin layer of bottom paint. Okay, now port side. Don't stick anywhere before I will glue you. Actually, I found the least sticky such plastic wrap. Still can glue to everything easily, but not that like more stickier paper. So this is great value. I believe this is from Walmart. Yeah, sanding or firing the lines of the ship before planking. If you will miss something, you will regret it on the planking level stage, or even after you will paint it, even worse. So this is really the most boring but important parts. Oh, too big piece. Let me cut it. Good. need to cover actually I need to glue it properly entire length, and then I will cover the transom, and it is ready. Okay, transom. And I need to cut another piece of plastic, small one. Scotch, masking tape. I have somewhere wider one. Yes, I do. Better to close properly all seams than trying to repaint that mess, which can be done without properly closed seams. My assistant came. It's not lunchtime even. Okay, now let me remove some stuff so I will not paint it, because it is quite dusty here without any exhaust system. I have some more masking tape, and probably I have to cover my cutting mat so I will not paint it. It's not enough only this. So I will grab this model temporary on the box and I will cover it now. This was shellac spilled on something. I will cover also my laptop with something like, this will go here. This will cover my laptop. Actually, I can prepare paint first. So let me explain you what I will do. I don't have much airbrush thinner, so I will pour some airbrush thinner first. Usually I'm diluting at 50-50. Previous white layer of the paint on this model, I diluted something like 70% of paint thinner and white paint. But I think I made a mistake. I was doing this in the old bottle, I haven't washed it, so I believe it was just the dried crumbles of paint when you are screwing that cap, and in screwing it constantly dropping something inside, so that was a mistake. That's why it was so cloggy all the time, because when I'm using just clean bottle, freshly diluted paint, everything is fine. So I think that was the mistake, and that was the problem with the white color. So I just need to pour out that white paint, wash the bottle, and every time when you need to use just crafter's paint, you just have to make it fresh without any crumbs of dry paint. So I think that was the problem. But I want to turn on my camera and record it. Don't need much of this paint, so I have marks here, so probably I will make something around like 10 millimeters of paint. We'll see how much I have this paint thinner. So this is 5 millimeters of paint thinner, and now I will try paint, and this is very thick paint. Maybe I need to use more of it, so I will use brush maybe. You see how thick this paint. Maybe it's, I don't know how, it's quite old one. I have stolen it from Krum's workshop. Maybe it shouldn't be that thick, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know why it is so red on the screen when originally on this one, if I will show you, it is not that red, it's brownish red. This is, laptop can show you original color. It's still more reddish, it's more brownish than originally. I will photograph and will post some photos with original colors, because I have how to fix white balance map, so I will show you original color. But just don't know why it is so red here right now. Okay, maybe more. It's almost 10 millimeters, maybe even more. So this is 10 millimeters right now. So 50-50. 50 paint, 50 paint thinner. Oh, come on, I want to close you properly. Good. But it is look like very thick. maybe I will add more paint thinner. Maybe something like 70% of paint thinner and or 60. Right now it's something around 60%. Let's try it this way. If it is too thick, I will add more paint thinner. Just will wash a little brush. Oh. So it will not dry. And well, this is our patient, and probably I will use something so I can lift it and turn it if I need it to turn. Something like this. Previously my air compressor started jumping on that corner and trying to run away from me. That's why I'm moving it. So if it will move, it will be on the table. But what I want to take, something else. I need to cover my camera. I need to close my microphone. So I will turn off my microphone for the time I'm painting it, just because I don't want to get it clogged with this dust. But you probably can hear me barely with laptop microphone, but I just don't want to destroy this microphone. First I will clean it without any paint inside, you see? Just to clean it from the dust. Now I will use one of these. Which one is bigger? I will use this one. So I will use filter. apply second coat immediately. now I think you can hear me. So I used just 12 millimeters of paint, which I diluted in the bottle, so I used it to the last drop, just perfect sizing. So if you are diluting also crafter's paint, so you can just make approximately 12 millimeters and it should be just enough. And this is Model Expo Whole Copper Red MS 4814. And just let me show you one more time. Real color, actually. So this is not that pinkish, just to compare it on that screen in the corner. And you see what is the difference of the color, actually. Next to the screen, this model, how it is reddish, this corner. And in truth it is brownish, just whole color, bottom paint. This is just somehow my camera decided to show you that pinkish red. Oh, again another fur. It's flying and it's gluing to the model. Imbir, can I ask you to go somewhere to hunt mice in the basement while I'm painting? And his fur quite long and it is flying all over the place. Okay, come on. I want to close it and it just... finally did it. So I will move this model somewhere on another table to dry and we will work on the stand for it. Now, carefully, I'm moving this model to dry. Oh, you see now on this screen, what a beautiful color. Copper red, not pinkish like on this screen. Quite different. So this one on this big screen right now, it's more realistic, just proper color. I need to dry it. Milliliters. Have I said millimeters? Yeah, I mean milliliters in this bottle. This is a different one, but it is just transparent. So I made something like 12 millimeters. So this is millimeters on the bottle. Yes, thank you for correcting me. This happens with me when I'm thinking in one language, trying simultaneously to translate on a different one. And this is a problem. I'm still thinking in Ukrainian and sometimes I can translate literally just order of words from which my husband should create a proper sentence in English. So I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to make simultaneously a few jobs. So, so I wanted also to discuss blocks and Putty, but I want to... Where is my stand? Oh. Just a quick, fast job on this stand. I want to remove these rods, clean them, blacken them, and apply coat of shellac, and while it is drying we can discuss blocks. So I want to clean this paint. This is in the process of painting. I got dirty stand. Just a few spots of primer. It was a primer, I believe. Yep. And I will clean also these marks from nail or pencil. Sorry, I'm sorry. So this is pencil. And something is here. When is the right time to remove the masking tape? I will remove it tomorrow. For example, when I was using canned paint, I was trying to remove it when it is still a little wet, like in 20 minutes after spraying. but with this paints, crafter's paints and paints for airbrush, the layer is so thin that you will not rip it off. So I will remove it tomorrow. Or we just can do it in the end of this stream, just to check how even the line, and we will know what we are doing tomorrow. Should we repaint it, or are we working going forward? So let me clean this stand and we will remove it. Just because when it is slightly wet, you have less chances to rip off paint, and that's why I was doing this with that canned paint before it completely dries. Because after it completely dried, you sometimes, and especially when you are using that masking tape from hardware store, it is thicker masking tape, so you have even bigger chances to rip off a piece of paint. Are you doing just fine? What fine? We know that you mean. Oh, I'm sorry, couldn't understand the question. What do you mean? What I'm doing fine? What a good primer I have. Just soaked into wood. Difficult to sand. This is my yellow shellac. And I need brush, maybe this one. I will take camera closer, it will be better visible. Oh, thank you, Douglas. Or Douglas. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. I'm also learning lots of new names, and sometimes it's very difficult to pronounce. So it's difficult to pronounce my name, I know. I will apply maybe 3-4 layers of shellac on this stand, and it will be just enough. Okay. First layer, let it dry. these two rods. I need to clean them first. Maybe this Scotch Brite, yeah, it will do the job. Historical question: would this era of sailing vessel have glass on those two portholes? Oh, this is actually a very good question. I'm not a specialist in this late period, but I have a husband sailor who knows much more about these vessels. So if Dr. Batchvarov is watching us and listening us, can you answer this question? And I will text him actually to check the chat. Question. Theoretically, it should be with glass. Glass was invented very long time before this boat, so... And I don't think you want to have a hole in your cabin, especially in nasty weather, so it should be with glass. So theoretically you can glue a piece of plastic from the inside. I already can't. Just glued the roof. This is actually what is happening. When I'm thinking how to build the model, I was thinking like what I can do. And then when I'm doing this on live stream, I'm trying to speed up the process. So just to show you more in front of the camera to make more dynamic video, I'm just missing something like, oh, I forgot about that, I forgot to do this. So I'm trying to speed up, so I'm missing parts too and details. I think right now because of this war and everybody knows now where is Ukraine even located, everybody knows how to say hello, everybody knows how to say glory to heroes. So this is, I think this is more than people know before about Ukraine and Ukrainian language. Would be a glass. Oh, thank you, Dr. Batchvarov. Or thank you, Professor. I know you don't like me to name your doctor. So thank you, Professor. Actually, this is a very good question. What was used for the lanterns before the glass was invented? Lanterns were made out of something. So let's blacken them. Brass black, and I will need some water. Okay. So this is last drops of my brass black. Usually, for me, one of such bottle it's enough for 2 up to 3 years. Just a few seconds to blacken them. Oh, true, I know about that horn. You mean how to say glory to heroes in Ukrainian? We have greetings when somebody who came can say Slava Ukraini. This means glory to Ukraine, and the answer is glory to heroes. Slava, Героям слава. And another, who knows that I am Ukrainian and people just trying to learn a few words in Ukrainian. Another popular word now to say hello. Привіт. And this is actually one funny thing. Russians can't pronounce some Ukrainian words, but Bulgarians can. We just have very similar pronunciation of words, and we have one half of words very similar to Russians, but another half of Ukrainian words similar to Bulgarians, and even more close because the style of pronunciation is the same. That's why Bulgarians can pronounce all that words which Russians can't. So this is funny actually. And Krum can pronounce entire sentences in Ukrainian and you can't even notice any single, even slight accent that he's not Ukrainian. And this has actually also become a joke, how to recognize Russian-speaking Ukrainian and Russian, just pronunciation. This is like British English and American English. So same, you can recognize Ukrainian Russian and Russian. Now let's clean this dust from chemical reaction. And we will get shiny black grayish, I would say graphite color metal. I do remember I was bending inside the model this rod, so now I need to recognize which side aft, which aft. So this will be a difficult part, but we'll see. Good. So I have two rods. I will drop them right here. And we can apply second layer or second coat of shellac. I probably can leave one layer on the bottom, but on the upper part I will apply another, maybe one or two. We'll see. Good. So let's talk about blocks, how to improve them. Some very long time ago I have made a video. So before streaming I put a video how to make such a sanding tumbler to improve your blocks. Let me remember how to, it shouldn't be screwed, yeah. So just want to show you, this is just removable piece of sandpaper, and I installed here 120 because it is manual one, so you can sand them faster. So the thing is, and you have also such pin with also same sanding paper. So the idea is, where is it? Blocks. So you can convert your squarish blocks into a more beautiful and proper ellipse-shaped form. So you just have to drop them here and sit. Usually this takes me around an hour, sometimes 2. Just sit. Come on, I want to fit it inside. Where is that hole? Yes, just fit it. I have another knot on this side, and then I just am sitting and rotating this. Another hour or 2 sitting in front of TV and creating, just making it manually working. It was sitting here a few years without being used, so it is stuck cloggy right now, and because of the high humidity and dry seasons, it is no longer easy to rotate. But something like this. After 1 hour, they will be much better shaped, very smooth. Actually, even right now I'm creating dust. But again, it's manual. Sometimes I have seen people are using that drill, just adjusting to longer tail, and just using drill. You have to hold your this cup, let's say, and just using drill. Then it will take less time of sanding. But when I discovered a very useful thing like this, let me change camera. Electric rock tumbler. So this becomes something really very cool, because I can insert very like much smaller sandpaper. I think I have used here 300 or 240. Let me check, I don't remember. Oh, if I will open it. Come on. It's also designed to be used with water, so that's why it is so sticky. I have used here, what is this? 220. So this is 220 sandpaper. And I haven't created that additional piece of sandpaper. So I'm just dropping these blocks inside. And when it is rotates, it is actually sends under its own weight. So that's how I can get the smoothest, like really very fine surface on such small details and parts. Okay, when I have dropped one. But usually it takes 6-8 hours of such sanding. So I want to put them in this rock tumbler converted into a sanding tumbler for blocks and small parts. And I will keep it turned on, and I will turn it on and will keep it on all day long until I will go to bed tonight. So tomorrow we will open it and you will see what we can make with such sanding tumblers and how your block will be improved. So I'm putting them back and it will be running. Actually here I can set up 7 hours at maximum, so I will put 7 hours. You see this button, so it's 7 hours, and now I will turn it on. And it will be running, it's turning. So I will run it all day long. And actually I can stop it for now, so it will not make this noise. I will turn it on after the live stream. But before I will finish today's issue or today's episode, let me remove also this water so I will not spill it anywhere. I want to talk about Putty, because this is what I realized. People who are using first time, this is from the group build group on the Facebook, who is building Lobster Smug together with me. So about Bondo and similar putties, like I'm using this finest one. Actually, I will tell you my first experience with such a putty. I bought similar jar with fine, the last layer of such putty, and the seller who was selling such putties, he couldn't understand for I need this. So he sold me like bigger grain like this all-purpose Bondo. It is with bigger grains. Because for car repairs, the last finest layer, it is more smoother, so that's why I like them. This one also for car repairs. So on some of them it is written fine or the last layer. So my first experience, I have read it. Okay, it can cure in 15 minutes, so it had, oh, it's plenty of time I can apply entire jar. So I mixed entire jar, and I decided to mix it well. So while I was mixing, 2 or 3 minutes. So in the moment I stopped, I just took my plastic card, tried to stick into it, and I couldn't. It already cured. So this was my first experience. So even that stick with which I was mixing was sticking out. So I just grabbed by that stick and threw it into a trash can. So this was my first experience with this putty. But then I realized the smallest quantity you will mix and will apply the thinner layer, the less troubles you will get with sanding. So don't try to apply thick layer and then thinking about it you will sand it later. Because, let me show you something. Okay, this is Bondo. Let me show you something. I created a mold, and I just want to show you. Because this is something like working tool, I don't need fine surface on it. So let me make it visible clearly. Like this. Finally. So I don't need very fine surface, so I have used this all-purpose Bondo. And when I was applying a thin possible layer, just in spots, so I was just first searching for them, like with hands where I need to feel it, or holes from something when I was screwing, like here, it was a screw here. So I'm not trying to apply thick layer and then sand it. I'm trying to apply the smallest possible quantity, and when you are mixing small quantity, you can mix it faster, so you have a longer time for applying it. So of course I have filmed it, but I don't have edited video yet about it, but I want to show you my screen. It was So this is what I wanted to show you before I will end today's episode. So I will make video about how I made this mold just when I will be ready. just a little later. What I want to say, if you are using such, even if it is wood putty, which is water-based, don't try to apply a lot of it. It will not save your model, it just will add you a lot of dusty work of sanding. So try to apply smallest possible quantity and try to mix also the smallest portion of putty just to make your job or work easier. And do you have any questions? Let me check if I have questions here. Yeah, brass black, you can use it for copper, for brass. You will get that grayish, shiny color. This one, yeah, this is National Geographic, but I have seen different manufacturers, probably China, more cheaper. I just found this one. It was previous Christmas. It was with huge discount, like 40 or 40, up to 50%. So I bought it like $25 or maybe no more than 30. So that's why I bought this one. I just checked it in the morning and it is almost $60 today. But maybe Amazon will give you another discount one day in front of Christmas or something. And I like it very much so because I can set up hours on it, not just turn it on and it is running, but I can choose 1 or 2, 3 hours, up to 7 hours. Oh, let's remove it. You just reminded me that I wanted to remove it. So let me take this mold back and let's remove the masking tape from our model. It is already possible to do it. So I will try not to touch the paint because it is still sticky, but I want to remove the masking tape like this. Oh, I will move camera further now. So when you are using that canned paint, it's definitely worth to remove it before it is completely dry. Where is my... Okay, I believe I need to remove first on the transom. Maybe I can do just this. Yes, I can. Maybe I can. Need to cut something. And if you are doing this with still sticky paint, try to do it carefully without touching painted part. So this I am removing just this film, plastic wrap. Don't get sticky to anything, please. And now I need to remove masking tape without touching paint again. Am I filming this? Yes, good. I am filming this. Maybe with scalpel. And of course it is not very sharp right now. Come on.
found spot where I can stick my finger to hold the model. This was on the transom. Okay, now this is that moment.
Just want to show you this.
What I have done.
And I can see it right now on the screen. Some sort of small tiny like drops, but let it dry for till tomorrow and I just will sand them or scrape it off with my favorite tool. I will sharpen my file, broken file, so I can scrape all these dots, but it should be completely dry, so I will do it tomorrow. Let me remove all these small pieces. How not to almost touch the kill.
Another small piece.
I have sharp scalpel.
Just to stick it in under the masking tape.
Come on. Come on. Done. Good. Quite happy with it. And as I said before, this is actually a different color. It is more brownish, so this is a proper color on this screen. So like this. So let it dry till tomorrow and we will clean that small tiny spots and dots. So do you have any questions today about painting? This is not lapidary tumbler, this is rock tumbler, or it was written on mine that it is rock tumbler. About blending, I missed somewhere, so I don't know what you're sorry about. I will read it. Thank you. I'm happy with the result too. I like this color very much, so we still have a few minutes, 6 minutes to be exact. So we will be in the limit today. It rarely happened when I am just on time finishing my stream. Usually I have a few more things to do before I will finish it. So let me check if I have missed any questions. This one I answered. So yes, I have videos there in the description under this video about tumblers. How to make both of them. Can't see any more questions. So if I have missed any questions in the live chat, please drop them in the comments under this video and I will answer them. Actually, painted holes, they are not turning green. They are getting that muscles growing, barnacles. So you have to repaint your hole every season. We are doing this with our boat. We're repainting every 2 years because we have that paint which is you painted it and it is when barnacles are trying to get glue to it, it just washed with the water while we are sailing. So just every 2 years you have to apply it again and again. So same with old paints. It was painted specifically for this purpose, to protect the bottom for growing barnacles, and you have to take your boat out, clean it from them, repaint again, and launch it back into the water. So it will not change the color, it just will prevent your boat from growing that grass and barnacles. So tomorrow we can paint the deck, or maybe whales, rails, we'll see. But first we will deal with that small dots, which you can see it's not perfect, even line, but we just will scrape them off when they are completely dry. Yeah, anti-falling paint, right. Our pleasure. And right now I'm tormenting Dr. Batchvarov, that we have to record video for tomorrow. I have fantastic materials, lots of pictures. It is about tobacco battle, and we have fantastic slides. Just he has to sit and talk. I can't talk with that passion which he can just like share with you through the screen. When I'm recording every video, I'm just sitting with jaw on the floor. I know all these battles because I have heard his, have seen his lectures, and I'm presenting on his lectures quite often. So I know everything what he's talking about already. But every time when he's talking even about the same battle, he's not improvising. He's just saying every time in different way, depends on his mood, and every time I can find something new. So I'm ready to listen even same lectures more and more again and again, because it is so interesting, so exciting. I just don't know how to even explain this. He just has this passion or style which just makes you to ask him more and more questions and to listen more and more what he's talking about, because he's talking exactly, he's reading a lot, he knows a lot, and he's not reading it from the paper, he's talking it from top of his head, and you can just take a book check and he's right in dates, places, and this is just amazing. Sometimes he can even say in which book on what page this information is, and this is sometimes very surprising. Oh, this is a very good tip. Just Pavel Skripnik texted in Ukrainian that I understood that Pavel is plastic builder and he knows about painting a lot. So his advice is how to check what color of the paint will be after drying. So just to take a piece of glass, paint it, and then when it dries, just check other side of the glass. And this is a very good tip. Дякую, Павел. Це дуже корисна порада. Я щойно переклала її англійською також для наших глядачів. Actually, very good idea about the glass. Just I know what this color of this paint. I used it on my schooner in bottle. Who has seen that video? I used it on that small tiny model. It was such size, and I like that color. So I know exactly what this color will be. I don't know about Norfolk. We will have a show on April 26th here in New London, and I'm thinking about Pinky Schooner. It is in a new display case. Almost nobody have seen it. So it is something updated model with a display case, and I will take a Speedy. Nobody has seen it. Nobody have seen it live, only on YouTube videos. I can answer that question for Krum if he is not reading right now. His love of his life, let's say, this is Vasa. He worked inside the hold 2 years in the Vasa Museum, and this is his favorite ship and the most exciting project. About Viking ship, I just was trying to understand, because Viking ships never had nailed deck planking, because they should be easily removed for example, removing ballast or put some provisions under the deck. But on this specific Osber, it was partially nailed. I couldn't understand before why this ship looks so weird. Now I know why. Because when I start counting frames from mid-frame to the bow and towards the stern, I realized that actually it is mirrored. The mid-frame exactly in the middle of the model, and it is mirrored. Stern is same as the bow. When original ships never built like this, they were built like fish, so usually mid-frames are shifted towards the bow, and the ship has like, can you imagine fish? So it is wider towards the head and narrower with long tail. So same shape used actually for the ships, and not only Vikings. All ships pretty much have same tradition in shaping. So and then I realized that I actually can't locate that cabins which were nailed, which weren't, and I realized finally what was wrong. So the ship was mirrored from the mid-frame on the model, so same shape towards stern and towards the bow. That's why it was so, I could say round ship. It's not Viking ship, and that's why I got completely disappointed. But because I already disassembled completely, so I just, let's say, spreaded nailed boards plus minus, so half of them are nailed, half not, but they are not historically accurate because it is impossible. Mid-frame should be shifted towards the bow, so the mast step should be towards the bow. Mast shouldn't be in the middle of the ship, and so the entire shape of the hull is wrong, so nothing historically accurate here. So I lost my interest of finishing it. But after chatting with you guys under that post, and somebody has written that I just have to finish as it is, just to finish. And because I have this problem, this is just something itchy. If I have started something, I have to finish it. I just can't drop it in the middle of the way. And then recently, a few days ago, I just met fantastic people. So I met Courtney, the guy who rigged 7 black pearls for the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, and he also participated in rigging such ships like Half Moon, Golden Hind. So he is, from his childhood, his passion for historical rigging, that 17th, 18th century rigging, and he just know not how to use every line, how to make every knot. And that was so exciting. And he said also, like, okay, so this model, just you have to finish it as it was designed, because no way that you can fix it just or rebuild it from the beginning. Just it will be easier to build it from scratch than to rebuild this model. But because it is almost finished, only mast and sail is left. So just to finish it as it is. So maybe if I will, one day I will wake up and will get that inspiration just to finish, just not to leave it unfinished. Maybe I will finish it, but this model has nothing even close to the original Osber except name. Yeah, I know your passion, Krum, about Vasa, and it is amazing ship. When I was inside of it, it was like better than even in the church. So I think I answered all questions, or have I missed something? I will scroll live chat if I have missed any questions. So as I said, if I have missed some questions, drop them in the comments under the video so I can see them. It looks like I haven't missed anything. So if no question today, then see you tomorrow. And we will continue painting this little lobster smug. Actually, this is the same scale, Viking ship and lobster smug. Just size of the Viking ship. And just let me show you. I will put it on the deck. I like to build models in the same scale. That's why we started this tradition with 1:24. I'm trying to choose 1:24 scale. Let me make a bigger screen. Oh, good job. So this is the same scale. Lobster smug just laying on the Viking ship, and I can fit probably another 3 of them aboard the Viking ship. And this is what is interesting. If you are building same scale models, you can compare them, because just in same percentage. So then, if you don't have any questions today, then see you tomorrow and we will paint the deck. I hope we will paint the deck. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Bye!